I couldn't believe the vast array of dishes that I experienced whenever I was here, and I thought, man, I just have so much more to show you guys, and I couldn't wait to get back. So here I am, and I'm gonna show you 5 more dishes to try here if you're in Cambodia. We are kicking off this next Khmer food vlog here in Phnom Penh with a very quintessential Khmer breakfast. We're going to have the sach chruk, I hope I said that right, which is actually a pork and rice. And this place, I've been told, is very popular with the locals, so we're gonna try it here. 6:30 in the morning, and you can see it's already very busy here at 126 restaurant. Let's see what they've got and let's see how good this is. I can't wait to try this. I think that, you know, on the surface it looks a little bit like a com tam in Vietnam, but the marinade in this is quite different. So it's got palm sugar, coconut milk, fish sauce, and garlic. That's what it's been marinated in. This is a very popular breakfast here, a very popular breakfast place. Yeah, let's see what it's all about. My sach chruk has arrived, the pork and rice. It comes with some pickles, some chilies, and also some soup. I really can't wait to try this and see how it compares to com tam. This looks so good, the crispy pork with some rice. Here we've got some dipping sauce. I'm just going to dip a little bit into that chili. That marinade is really sweet, really delicious. The pork is cooked to perfection. It's nice and crispy on the outside, but also really tasty. I love the crispy bits. And then that chili sauce, it just sets it all off. Now this time, I'm also gonna try a bit of that pickle with it. There we go. Hopefully that's a perfect bite. The crunchiness and the tang of that pickle is really delicious with this. It does remind me a little bit of com tam, but the meat is completely different. I've never tasted anything quite like this in Vietnam, so even though there might be some similarities, it really has its own flavor and style here in Cambodia. And really, Khmer food just keeps like impressing me and surprising me. I can't believe it's not more well known because there are so many delicious dishes here. This place is really popular, keeps the locals around, some foreigners as well, so I think I've chosen well for my first food here in the next top 5 vlog. Very strong onion taste. You can see there are some green onions in there. A little bit salty, so once again it offsets the sweetness of the marinade. So along with the spicy, the crispy, the sour of the vinegar in those pickles, and then the saltiness of the soup, it really makes it a perfectly balanced dish. Well guys, that was delicious, and all that's left is some rice. I have a lot of eating to do here in Phnom Penh, so I didn't want to fill up on that, but that meat was beautiful. Love the pickles, I'm a big pickle fan, loved everything about the dish. Let's pay and see how much this was. Great first start to the first day, first food here in Phnom Penh. That meal was $2, very filling, very nice breakfast. Not too bad for $2 here in the city. We are coming for another breakfast dish. This one, I think you say it ktis, and it is a noodle dish here. I have come out to Urasi Noodle to try this, and they have assured me that they have this dish in here. Let's give it a try. Noodles for breakfast, very quintessential here in Southeast Asia. Okay, so I have chosen my dish, and surprisingly, whenever you order the noodles, you get to choose what type of noodles you get. So I got a thicker noodle. We'll see how this is. I think that this is very similar to ho chu in Vietnam, but we'll see. The noodle dish has arrived. This one is made with pork, and you can see a lot of different bits of pork in there, so I'm not sure what all of it is, but we'll give it a try. It's also got some veggies, and you get some bean sprouts on the side. A little bit like whenever you get dishes in Vietnam or something, there's always some things to dump into it. Here we have a lot of condiments as well. So I've never had this before. I'm just gonna throw some stuff in and see how it is. So it's a rice noodle dish, and it's got this clear broth. I'm just gonna try the broth first because I'm quite interested to see what this tastes like. It's a very light broth, a little bit sweet. I think it needs a little bit of this dumped into it though. Don't want to put too much in yet. Definitely the splash of lime. And I love the bean sprouts, so all of those are going in. I feel like I need something a little bit spicy. Spicy. And here it looks like there are some pickled garlic as well. So put a little bit of that in. Mix it up, mix it up. Yeah, that's balancing out nicely. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So, whenever they ask what type of soup you want, they'll also ask you what type of noodles you want. So I got a little bit of a thicker noodle here. And I'm a little bit surprised because she said pork, but there's also, I see like some octopus or squid in here, so there's some seafood as well. Those rice noodles are really good. You can tell that they've just blanched them quickly, so they're not very soft. Really nice, have a nice texture. Here we have a lot of spring onions, some pork. I wasn't expecting that squid. I do like squid, but I also find it quite chewy. I have to admit, I like my noodles for breakfast, and I'm also really liking this jasmine tea. This reminds me of the pork my mom used to cook for New Year's Eve. Like, I come from a German-American family, and she used to put pork in the cooker all day long until it fell apart, and it tasted very much like this. Whew, it's a noisy city too, so sorry about the noise. Let me just keep enjoying this pork. Well, guys, that was super filling and delicious. I can highly recommend that you try this whenever you're here. You might want to be careful what type you get because some of you might not like some of the meat that's in there, but for mine, everything was really good. There were some bits of kind of, I think it would be awful that I didn't eat, but everything else was really delicious. This one was 15,000 real, which is about $3.50. I saw people complaining online that it was a little bit expensive, but this was such a filling meal that I think, yep, it's still a winner for me. Plus, it was really nice to have that jasmine tea with it. So we have had 2 more great meals here in Phnom Penh. I can't wait to show you what else there is. Khmer cuisine really needs to be experienced, and I hope that it gets more and more famous as time goes by. Well, we are out for our 3rd traditional Khmer dish, and I think this one is going to be really special. It is Prahok ktis. I think that's how you say it. Probably not quite, but anyway, bear with me. Prahok is the condiment used here in Cambodia, and basically it is fermented fish. And what they do for this dish is they mix it with minced pork to make a dipping sauce, and you dip raw vegetables into it. So I'm not sure that there is a dish quite like this anywhere else, and I'm really excited to try it and share it with you guys. My Prahok ktis has arrived, and you can really smell the pungent Prahok. So as I said, this is Prahok mixed with minced pork. And there's also coconut milk in there. There's also some aubergine, and it comes together in this dip, and you dip these vegetables into it. It also comes with some rice, so let's see what this is like. The smell of this dish might put some people off. It is a very pungent, kind of fishy smell, but I'm really eager to try it because I know that I've had this Prahok in a lot of dishes that I've really liked, even though it wasn't like an announced ingredient. I'm surprised. It's a warm dip. I didn't really expect it to be warm. Okay, it was hard to get it on the bean though, so let me try it with this. The Prahok doesn't exactly taste fishy, but it does give it a strong fermented taste. I mean, actually, it's a really kind of light, refreshing meal or snack. I can imagine having this like with a beer or, you know, something with friends. And I love the crispy fresh vegetables with it. Don't let the words fermented fish paste chase you away if you're a foreigner. This is a really good dip. If you just read what it is on the menu, you might shy away from it, but I think you should definitely give it a try. To be honest, I wasn't really sure what to expect with this one. I thought I could either really like it, or it could be something that really wasn't my cup of tea. I don't shy away from strong flavors, so I thought I'd probably be okay with it, but it is really delicious. Fresh, crispy vegetables, warm dip. You really can't go wrong. Well guys, that was delicious, but I did leave the rice. And one of the reasons I left the rice is because I saw on the menu that they have something else here that I've been wanting to try, and that's Samlor machu. This one is with a spice paste that they have here in Cambodia, so I'm gonna try that here as well. It's a really good restaurant so far, so I thought might as well tick something else off the list. So showing you a lot of dishes today. Hopefully you find something that you wanna try whenever you come here. All right, now my Samlor machu has arrived, and it certainly smells sour. So this is their sour soup. It also has a Prahok base, and I think it also has lemongrass in it. Yeah, lemongrass, Prahok, a little bit of chili. It's a little bit spicy. I've got the vegetarian version here. Usually this one comes with beef, but I decided to go veg today. And there is a lot of morning glory in this. Now, the sourness of the soup comes from the tamarind. So there's also a tamarind base, and you can see there are some chilies in this, so it's also a little bit spicy. It's really nice. It's sour, but it's not too sour. It's making me break out in a sweat a little bit. And I'd say that compared to their neighbors, Khmer food, it has a little bit more sourness to it than like Thai or Vietnamese, so they really seem to like that sour flavor here. Well guys, that soup was delicious, but it does have me breaking out in a sweat. The use of Prahok in it was really delicious, same as that Prahok ktis. It's a really interesting taste and really unique to Khmer cuisine. I really like it. And also, one thing I'm starting to notice as well this time around is a lot more sourness to the cuisine than in other parts of Southeast Asia. So for me, that's becoming kind of a defining factor to the type of food Khmer people like to eat as well. That there's often a little bit of sourness to it, not quite as sweet as in, for example, southern Vietnam, and not quite as spicy, well, definitely not as spicy as Thailand. So it's got its own unique characteristics that I'm really enjoying. I just have one more dish for this video, and this next one's going to be something a little bit lighter, a little bit fresher. Well, that was really delicious. I had those 2 meals, plus I had a lime soda. It was $15, so this is a place right on the waterfront, and it's basically for tourists to try Khmer food, so it wasn't the cheapest, but it was absolutely delicious. We're here for our last dish of our 5 more series of Khmer food. The place is called Bai Sur, and it's got a great reputation. So today, we're gonna be having something a little bit fresh. For our final Khmer dish, we are having something fresh and something light. So I've decided to include a salad in this because I haven't shown you a salad before. And today our final dish is pork cheek and mango salad. The green mango salad is very traditional here in Cambodia, and I really can't wait to show it to you guys. Doesn't that look delicious? It's got some dried garlic on it, and it's made with a coconut milk and fish sauce dressing. He said it's a little bit spicy, and it's also got some holy basil in there. And this is the green mango. So a lot of times people, especially like Westerners, are really surprised that Asians like their mango green. We tend to eat it ripe, but they like the unripe mango here. And in a salad, it is just so tart and refreshing that I really love it. So I highly suggest that you give it a try whenever you're here. Also, in Thailand, this is often made with papaya. But here, they have some that are made with papaya, but they also have a lot that are made with mango. Anyway, let's get this set up and I'll tell you how it is. There we go. Lots of green mango. Lots of dried garlic. A little bit of beef, sorry, not beef, a little bit of pork cheek in there. And they said that this is a little bit spicy. I think it's not nearly as spicy as the Thai style one. All right, let's move this where we can see it better. Now, this is usually just a light meal or a snack, and I've been eating so many heavy things since being back in Cambodia that this is just what I needed today. So, here we go, we got some of that beautiful green mango. There's some onion there, and I can see that coconut milk sauce. Crunchy. There's that sour again. Just a little bit spicy. I was a little bit worried because sometimes whenever I get the Thai salad, it's really spicy. It's too spicy even for me, and I like spicy. But this, it's very subtle, the spice. I find it so refreshing. And there we've got the pork cheek. It's a pretty fatty cut, but it sets off that crispy raw mango really well. I absolutely love salads in Asia. I find them so refreshing in the heat. They're always quite tangy. They have a tangy sauce to them. And the crispiness, the sourness of those unripe fruits, it's really different from what we have at home. So no matter where you're traveling in Southeast Asia, I suggest that you try their salads. And if you are in Cambodia, definitely try their mango salad. So for this one, I've shown you rice dishes, soups, we've had dips, and now we've had a salad. And I really hope that it gives you kind of an idea of the vast array of dishes that exist here in Cambodia. I also hope that if you're a foreigner and you never knew what Cambodian food was and you weren't sure what you would eat if you came here, I hope that I gave you some really good ideas of some dishes to try if you're in Cambodia. I think far too many people just eat Western food or just eat Thai food, and definitely the food here, it needs a lot more attention. I wouldn't be surprised if in 10 years it's right up there with Thai food and Vietnamese food as a world-class cuisine.